You want to create a multi-million dollar brand, but you are not going to make it because you don't know the exact strategies how you can make a brand from scratch to a multi-million dollar brand or a $1 million brand. But I will be sharing exact strategies, 6 exact steps. 3 I already shared. Last 3 I'm going to share in this video. So coming to the exact point, which is second product pitfalls. There can be scenario you are terrified, you are afraid that whenever I'm releasing my second product, whether it's going to hit the mark or not, whether it is going to help my audience or not, whether it is going to dampen my business, bunch of things. So I'm going to help you out with these scenarios. Before that, let me introduce myself. I am Pranshu, Elite Sales Expert and Social Media Marketing Agency. So coming to the exact points, most of the people are terrified that when they release their second product, this is going to dampen the sales number of first product. But if it is doing that same thing, then you are in a wrong business, or you did the wrong research, or you are not launching right products at right moment. Because in my 17 years of business journey, whatever the clients I had, everyone had the same dot, but whatever the things I shared with them through these videos, I'm sharing the same with you. They never had that experience because they followed the right path. Your second product must increase the sales number of your first product and eventually increase the sales of their upcoming products also. So generally what happens is whenever people are launching their first business or second business, they don't have that much idea. They have just money in their pocket. So that's why people say that that person who does not have money does not have anything. That person have the more fire, have more conscious about his journey rather than a person who has some money in their bank or some people who can help them out. Coming to the point is whenever such type of person is launching their business, they are not working on the right demographics. They are not researching about the audience. So whenever they launch their first product, they are not hitting the right audience, or they are hitting the audience which is so broad that they don't want to release more products in the same niche because their demographic, their audience is so wide that they are not lacking their product, but that product is not for that audience. I have a beautiful story for you about a Jonathan. So what he did when he was struggling for his business, he launched first product, which is a makeup product. So he created a makeup kit in which every makeup products is in place. I don't know about that makeup completely, but yeah, there are around 9 to 10 sections about those products, and he was working on that, and he released in the market researching about the audience, but still he failed. Reason being, he was not chasing his purpose. He was not fired up about that. He was not following up with the right audience. Afterwards, he come up to me and told me that I released a makeup kit which is segmented, which has all type of makeups a woman want, but still it is not selling. So does my prices so up or what happens? So we troubleshooted that, and we found that he is targeting the right audience. He was not targeting right age of woman. Afterwards, I asked him, like he was a friend of mine. So I simply asked him, Jonathan, what exactly you want to make your brand to be? Like, what is your identity of your brand, or what is the purpose of your brand? And he told me, Pranshu, I want to make a brand which helps to declutter the brain of people, to make the people life so easy. And I asked, yeah, that's a good idea. I said, and I have a product idea for you. I shared a product idea with him, and he worked around. He tuned it, and he created a new product from this. And what he did, he created a briefcase for the business people, because when they are traveling, they are carrying a lot of things, and they don't have idea in which section I need to put what. So what he did, for a briefcase in one space, he created boxes, multiple boxes, which are 7 boxes something, and he labeled them accordingly. So when people are putting something in the briefcase, they have know the exact place where they need to be. They don't need to think, and they don't need to structure it accordingly. They just put those things on those blocks, and accordingly the briefcase is set for the traveling. So that was a unique selling point. Product took off, and within 1.2 years, he created $1 million business with that. That's a fantastic idea to work around. So that's why you need to ask yourself whether I'm targeting the right set of audience, or I'm just doing my business on a ghost street. And one more thing, when you identify yourself for your brand, that what exactly it wants to be, what your brand is to be known for, then it becomes easy for your customers to start putting your products, purchasing your product, and work accordingly, because they know this product is for this pain point, this product is for this pain point, and that brand is helping a lot of people. It's gonna help or transform my life too. Afterwards, it's crucial to launch multiple products, but the most crucial part is deciding what product needs to be launched at what moment of time. So I want to share one scenario. This will help you to understand that how people are focused in their life. I was doing a group coaching session in my social media group, and one of the person asked, Pranshu, I am trying to launch some more products, so I want more details. And I already knew that that person know everything about releasing the second product, because I already shared those things, that person, in my personal coaching session. But he asked that moment, so I think clicked at me, maybe he is trying to launch multiple products and he don't know the time. So what I did, I simply asked in that group session with every person, team, I'm thinking to launch 10 products in the upcoming week, so how can I launch those products so my audience don't get mesmerized or caught up with the flood of these product launch? They simply let Pranshu, you can't. And I was laughing that they know that they are focused in their business journey, what I am teaching to them. They simply said, if you are launching all products at a moment, people are not going to digest it. You need to launch those products at a specific time, and a specific time interval depends. That's how you are going to make it. And I was so happy that people are learning from me. So same goes for you. You have the answer. You don't need to flood your market with multiple products at a time. You need to launch them one by one. Coming to the fifth point, which is competition with unique value. There are so many people entangled that Pranshu, I'm doing a business. There are already multiple products in the same market segment. Still, I am having a USP, but there's a competition still right in the market. So how can I tackle them down, or how can I improve my product to target the right side of audience? There are a couple of factors you need to take care of while taking these things in your mind. First of all, you need to understand when people launch their first product, they usually got entangled with their second product, which product they need to launch. They screwed up because they are focusing on the metrics right now, because what they are doing is whatever the algorithm is suggesting, whatever the e-commerce website are suggesting to them, they start focusing on them rather than focusing on the customer. I always told you, if you are not focusing on the customer, you are going to lose in the end. Thank you for being a part of this whole journey. If you really want to kick off your sales as well as business journey, and you are ready to take the next step to become a young millionaire or the first millionaire in your family, then subscribing will ensure you for your continuous learning and the right strategies, practical tips which will eventually kick off your business. So join us, a community of like-minded peoples as well as the folks who are nailing their journey. So subscribe to my YouTube channel and turn on all notifications. Let me know what is the biggest challenge you are facing in your sales journey in the comment section right now. So what they simply do, they simply analyze the metrics on multiple e-commerce websites. There are a couple of tools right there in the market, and they launch their product accordingly, which is completely going to fall. And there's one more point I want to share. When you try to focus on the competition, there's a quote: winner always focus on winning while loser focus on winners. What happens when you start focusing on the competition? You are selling same product and there will be a price for you are down rating your price of the product, and they are doing. Ultimately, both of you are going to out of the market because you are not making any profit. So try to understand what type of pain point you are going to solve right here, what type of identity you want to create for your brand, and accordingly create that product. Now coming to the competition part, you have around 18 months of time till when you launch your product. So your competition start copying your product after 18 months. So you have around 12 to 18 months to capture the market. Later on, your competition start treating you the same. And sometimes it's good. What happens, like one of my client had this severe fight with this competition. I can't reveal the name of that brand. So what they were doing, they copied his product and they are selling to the market. And what they are doing, they are holding multiple hoardings on the streets. They are doing multiple advertisement. And he reached out to me. He told me, Pranshu, this is happening. I invested such amount of time to create that business, to create that product. Now they are copying me. They are reaching out to my audience. What can I do? I simply said, do nothing. They are teaching your audience what the USP of your product, right? So let them teach your audience. Afterwards, you create another ad on top of that, that you can avail these features through my product, or you can receive that transformation through my product. So what happened? Their competition aware the market about these pain points. They magnified those pain points. My client created a one ad and he boomed the market because audience is already aware about that situation. He just simply provided the product. So sometimes healthy competition will help you out to elevate the sales of your product. And later on, you don't have to forget that there are big sharks in the ocean of this business. So sometimes it can happen. A healthy competition will happen, or bad competition will happen, and sometimes collaboration happen. And a rare scenario will also happen that whatever the company you are fighting with or you are competing with, they can acquire your company. So this can also happen that whenever you are competing with them and they find out that your product is super good, they offer you a good price to purchase your business, which is eventually good. Ultimately, either you will be owning that business or either you will be owning a specific amount of money. So it's up to you. That collaboration, competition, or getting acquired, it's totally on your head. But at the end, I want to say, if someone is making competition with you, you have a worthy product. All you need to do, you need to start focusing on customer rather than metrics and work accordingly. And the last point is the big picture. So you need to understand your customer is not going to change the brand. They are going to switch the product, because it's really hard to trust a new brand in the market when you already entitled for one brand. So when you create a trust with your audience, they are purchasing your product. They are going to change the purchase of their product from your brand, but they are not going to switch the brand, because it's really difficult to trust a new brand to trust a new product. Afterwards, you need to analyze the big picture, that your any of the product, whatever the products you are launching, your any one of the product can really take off and become the gateway product for all products. What did it mean? So it can be a first product, second product, third product, fourth product, or whatever the product number is. It will always remain the gateway product, which is going to bring more audience for your further products, which is going to set the highest benchmark of sales of your products you have in the business, which is completely good. But if you are able to make multiple products with same set of idea, because when you created one product with such wider audience and you are getting that much sales, there was something you researched about it. That's why you were able to create set of features for that product. So you can repeat the same for further products. This is also a, you can say, bonus tip. Only the person who really implemented those steps can help you out with this. Afterwards, you need to understand that it will always remember that whatever the gateway product you are making or the second product you have, it will create an identity. So try to make your first or second product as the best that no one can create, because it is going to become the brand value in the market. Your only goal after 25 sales a day is to launch multiple products. Yeah, because most of the time you will hit a plateau when you hit 25 sales a day, 50 sales a day, 100 sales a day. So whenever you are hitting a plateau, that's a complete sign. Either you go into the reflection stage or you need to launch a new product. Okay. Welcome, future sales master. Imagine you are waking every day knowing that you have the skill set to close any deal, as well as the mindset to achieve the financial freedom. If you really want to become a sales expert, you need to hit the subscribe button, join the community of like-minded achievers so you can be pushed to your true potential and you can literally achieve the financial freedom in your life. So hit the subscribe button now and turn on all notifications. Coming back to the video. Now coming to the story, which is so childish, or you can say so smart. Let me tell you that there was a person, Paul, in US. He was trying to make out some businesses. He was at that moment 57 years old something. So he already passed out his half of the life. Now he wants to create a business. So what he did, he was trying multiple products at a time, that what type of product he can create. And he come up to me that I want to create a $1 million business. And I told them that yeah, you can create, but what type of product you want to sell? What is the USP? He said, I didn't figure out the product. And I simply replied, what are you are going to sell? So he said, that's the exact thing. I want a help from you. So I simply said, check out your routine, whatever the things you are doing on a daily basis, whatever the things you're consuming on a daily basis or you are using on a daily basis, and accordingly you will get an idea. So he passed out 1 week and came up to me with the cozy phone idea. So what he did, so he was doing some running in order to maintain his fitness. So there were phones at that moment that a runner keep whenever any emergency comes or any important call he need to make, that person can easily call up. That phone is so durable, it will not get destroyed by getting thrown away 1 time, 2 time or 3 times. So he was testing out those cozy phones, headbands. So he was listening to a podcast and suddenly he sat on his bed. He simply lied on a bed and that cozy phone starts giving bad noise and start getting broke. Afterward, he realized that the quality of hairband, that cozy phone is not good. So what he did, he gave an order to multiple manufacturers to test out that headband, and he came up with a strong, durable and the best quality of hairband. Later, he realized that there are already set of big brands in the market regarding that headband part. So what he did, he simply make a headband in a more creative way. Just like he targeted kids to make them idle in a situations they can sit on a one place. So what he did, he crafted that headband with a tiger shape or some such type of things. A tiger shape headband, tiger embedded on that, or a horse or something like. Some different colors, some different animals are embedded on that hairband, and kids really liked about that quality, that has a saturation level of 60%, so it will not go up the volume of 60% and kid can relax. So USP was good, it was way more creative, it was way more attractive to the kids. So he launched that product on Amazon and within 1 month it took off. So he spent his 57 years of life in search of money and later he created a business within a month after researching about it. So you are not that far away from your $1 million business you're really thinking in your mind. You are just far away with the right action, with the right set of products to be launching at the right moment. So this was a short story about it, and I hope this also motivated you to create a $1 million business. But before that, you need to understand that I shared 3 points in this video, but 3 points are still missing. And what are they? You need to watch out these points right here.